So let's begin with specific learning disability. So we have all understood about specific learning disability by now. Specific learning disabilities refer to a diverse group of conditions characterized by deficit in processing language, whether spoken or written. This can manifest as difficulties in understanding, speaking, reading, writing, spelling, or performing mathematical calculations. Such disabilities encompass a range of conditions, including perceptual disabilities, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyspraxia, and developmental aphasia. So, this a developmental aphasia is like where the person is losing the memory of vocabulary. Particularly, the person knows that what has to be spoken, but person doesn't get the correct vocabulary to speak about it. Dyspraxia is a muscles where the muscles are very loose. Then this articulation, we do articulation when we teach the children the word ma. So initially जब हम स्पीच थेरेपी स्टार्ट करते हैं बिहेवियर में, so we just tell the children to just do the humming sound like so once children start with the humming sound like then we start with से हम उनको बुलवाते हैं ma ma. So this is how the children start learning in speech, like they learn the sound of ma, then likewise they learn the sound of pa, likewise they learn the sound of ba ba. So this is how we teach the speech. In the behavior area also, when we cover ABA therapy, we cover the behavior part. That if the child is following the the command, lot of behavior covers in that area. Speech is very very demanding. If we start with the speech is very demanding because child has to produce the sound. Child is expected to say the word. Okay, in lot of cases of speech, children are not able to produce the sound. So this part of speech is very very difficult and very very demanding. So children with autism, if they start copying you, if they start imitation, तो वो उनका एक बिहेवियर में बहुत बड़ा चेंज होता है, जो उनकी कमांड फॉलोइंग में भी अफेक्ट दिखाता है. उनका कमांड फॉलोइंग भी बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूव होता है अगर वो आपको इमिटेट करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, कॉपी करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. सो डिस्प्रैक्सिया में क्या होता है, हमारी मसल्स आर वेरी लूज, सो चिल्ड्रन आर नॉट एबल टू आर्टिकुलेट. माँ बनाने के लिए उनको मसल को प्रॉपर टर्न करना पड़ता है लाइक माँ. सो लाइक वाइज जो फेशियल मसल्स होती हैं वो इतनी वीक होती है कि दे आर नॉट एबल टू आर्टिकुलेट, दे आर नॉट एबल टू मेक द साउंड. लेकिन हम लोग स्पेशल एजुकेशन में जो मेजरली कवर करते हैं स्कूल एरियाज में, हम उसमें dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia कवर करते हैं. The individual with disability at IDEA defines a specific learning disability as a disorder in one or more basic psychological processing. साइकोलॉजिकल प्रोसेसिंग अगैन जो हम 9 एरियाज पढ़ने वाले हैं वो सब साइकोलॉजिकल प्रोसेसिंग के बारे में है. इफ चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोसेस द इंफॉर्मेशन इन auditory discrimination or in visual discrimination, so then there is a problem with the discrimination area. So these are the areas. Okay, so प्रोसेसिंग में अगर वीकनेस होती है तो उसकी वजह से डिसलेक्सिया, डिस्ग्राफिया, डिस्कैल्कुलिया बच्चे को होता है. दैट इज अ कॉज. ओके, देन वी कवर learning disability often stem from genetic factors influencing brain function, impacting one or more cognitive processing related to learning. Again, processing, it is a neurological disorder where the processing is not proper. Okay, processing of the information. अब वो processing हमारी senses के through होती है, वो हमारी visual sense के through होती है, हम देखकर process करते हैं information. हमारी auditory senses के through होती है, हम सुनकर information को process करते हैं, हम touch के through information को process करते हैं, हम स्मेल के थ्रू इन्फॉर्मेशन को प्रोसेस करते हैं, हम टेस्ट के थ्रू इन्फॉर्मेशन को प्रोसेस करते हैं. ओके, सो ये जो हमारा इनफॉर्मल असेसमेंट टूल है, दिस इज अबाउट दैट ओनली. ओके, अ study by the National Institute of Mental Health, NIMHA, found that 67% of young students are at risk for reading difficulties, became average readers after receiving early intervention. And इसका बहुत बड़ा जो रीज़न है वो है स्क्रीन एक्सपोजर. Nowadays there is a lot of screen exposure happening. Even the parents themselves are giving screen to the children. Okay, while they are eating the food, they offer screen to the children. Once they start looking at the screen, they become addictive. They want more and more because the blue screen addiction itself is a disease. So diagnosing a learning disability can be complex. So it's crucial not to jump to any conclusion. Rather, you say that child is at risk. Okay, हम किसी conclusion पे ना उतरे. आप बीट लाइक इफ़ यू आर अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट, इफ़ यू आर अ काउंसलर, इफ़ यू आर अ टीचर, इफ़ यू आर अ फिलोसफर, और इफ़ यू आर अ यूजी स्टूडेंट, PG student, but don't get into the conclusion early. Okay, always say that child is at risk of dyslexia, child is at risk of dyscalculia, is at risk of dysgraphia, but or is at risk of specific SLD, specific learning disability. Never give a conclusion that okay, this child is suffering with this problem, because बहुत बार देखा गया है लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी बहुत माइल्ड अगर होती है, जैसे ऑटिज्म बहुत माइल्ड होता है तो ऑटिज्म की भी फॉर्म्स होती हैं, लाइक सेवन सिंड्रोम होता है, एस्पर्जर सिंड्रोम होता है, वो बहुत माइल्ड वाली फॉर्म्स होती है वेयर, एंड उसके बाद बहुत मॉडरेट भी होती है, बहुत सिवियर फॉर्म भी होती है वेयर द चाइल्ड, जिसमें बच्चे का सारी सेंसेस शट होती है, द चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोसेस एनी इन्फॉर्मेशन. ओके, सो उसमें सेंसरी प्रोसेसिंग डिसऑर्डर इतने हाई होते हैं कि बच्चे का इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग जो है वो सफ़र करता है. दैट इज़ अ कॉज ऑफ ऑटिज्म. ओके, सो वी आर ऑल प्रोफेशनल हियर नाउ एंड वी अंडरस्टैंड द कीवर्ड्स, वी अंडरस्टैंड द मेन टर्म्स जो मैं यूज़ कर रही हूँ यहाँ पर. वो टर्म्स सबको समझ आ रही है? इफ़ येस, प्लीज़ type Y in the chat box. You are able to understand the terms that I'm using. Okay. So now, often a team of professionals coordinates to obtain an accurate diagnosis. Okay. To help parent identify if their child might have an SLD, here are some key characteristics to look out for. So this book has characteristics also, where like difficulty maintaining attention and focus while performing a task, challenges in completing tasks within the given limits, a pattern of consistent errors like omitting letters, adding letters, substituting letters. Okay, this is a sign of dyslexia. अगर बच्चा लेटर को omit कर रहा है, बिल्कुल हटा देता है, जैसे a day before, yesterday I got a case where child was omitting the letters. So हम उसका जब राइटिंग को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे तो वी जस्ट वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि वो ओमिट ही करता है या फिर वो ऐड भी करता है या सब्सटीट्यूट करता है, बट देयर वाज नो एडिशन, नो सब्सटीट्यूशन, ओनली ओमिटिंग ऑफ लेटर्स वाज देयर. बट जब मैंने उसका राइटिंग पढ़ा तो हमें एक चीज़ उसमें और मिला कि वो जब डी बनाता है तो डी इज़ ऑलवेज मेड लाइक बी. डी में वो हमेशा देयर वाज अ फ्रेज, द डॉग इज बार्किंग, सो डॉग को से लिखा बॉग, बॉग इज बार्किंग, बट बी को वो बिल्कुल करेक्ट बनाता है, बट जस्ट देयर वाज जस्ट डी का मिरर इमेज था. सो दिस वाज अ साइन ऑफ डिसलेक्सिया. तो ऐसे जब आप ऑब्जर्व करते हैं विद एक्सपीरियंस, यू विल बी ऑल्सो एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम. एंड व्हेन यू डू असेसमेंट, व्हेन यू गिव वर्कशीट्स, even if you are not doing a formal assessment, you are just giving the worksheets in the informal assessment in your clinic setup or maybe in your remedial education therapy center, you are just giving the worksheets, you are able to identify which area is weak and where you have to work. Okay, so assessment tool for specific learning disabilities, an overview of assessment tool and its objectives. Visual perception, we start with the visual perception. What is visual perception? There are a lot of areas, like we start with the figure ground perception. It is the ability to distinguish a figure from the background. Okay, form constancy, it is recognizing forms and objects regardless of their orientation, size and position. Like if A is kept like this, A is kept like this, it will be, you will identify this is A. Okay, if the child is not able to identify, so then there is a problem with the constancy also. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Visual discrimination, differentiating one object from the other. Visual closure, identifying incomplete figures when only fragment is presented. Okay, like if there is a one eye is given and second eye is half, so what is this? Eye is here, everything is written and child is taking eyes, so that means the closure is clear. Okay, it is eyes. Likewise letters में भी होता है, G लिखा है, G का आपने आगे वाला point दिया है, पीछे वाला नहीं दिया है, so आप you are asking what this letter is. If the child is writing G, that means closure is clear. Okay, so fifth पे आता है हमारा position in space perception, understanding spatial relationship between objects. Okay, visual spatial perception, perceiving the spatial orientation of objects. Visual sequential memory, remembering the order of objects or images. And visual non-sequential memory, recalling visual information without a specific order. Okay, ये हमारे 9 areas होते हैं total, but यहाँ पे we have given 8 areas. 9th हम इसमें ग्राफोमोटर स्किल को कवर करते हैं, जिसमें आप बच्चे का ग्राफोमोटर इज लाइक पेंसिल होल्डिंग, पेंसिल ग्रास्पिंग किस तरह से है बच्चे का, हम उसमें अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. ओके, there are many children who hold pencil like this, who hold pencil like this, who hold pencil like this. So then if the grasping is not clear, the pencil holding is not clear, so that is the 9th area, graphomotor. Okay, so we begin with the auditory perception. Likewise in the auditory area also different fragments are there, different it is segregated according to the level. And language area, receptive language, expressive language is there, mathematical skill, graphomotor skill, logical and abstract reasoning, then rubrics and final scoring. Okay, how we give the score. So let me give you introduction to my informal assessment tool. It is a spontaneous, flexible testing method used to evaluate a participant's knowledge using age-appropriate subject tests and specifically designed rubrics. Okay, so these tests are age-appropriate. It is also, you are able to do it from the age 6 years to 16 years students, okay, for 10 years like Nimitz SLT. Special educators or parents conduct these assessments by asking open-ended questions and observing the child's performance, thereby gauging their understanding skills. The assessments are content, performance-driven, tailored by a team of special educators to suit the specific need and curriculum of classes 4 and 5. Okay, the role of parents or special educators during these assessment is to encourage the child to produce, construct, demonstrate or perform responses. Okay, हमने यहाँ पे क्लास 4 to 5 को particularly target किया है, but आप इसमें 1 to 2 classes down, if the child is in class 3 is able to do the level of level 1 test, then it is fine. If the child is in class 2, then you can give the level 1 test. Okay, if the child is in class 6, class 7, you can give the test of level 2. Okay, informal assessment can be conducted more frequently than formal assessment because आपके पास वर्कशीट्स हैं, you get the photocopy of worksheets, आप उसको अपनी कन्वीनियंस के अकॉर्डिंग कभी भी बच्चे से करवा के देख सकते हैं. हम बहुत सारी वर्कशीट को प्रैक्टिस के टेस्ट के ऊपर भी देते हैं. वी डू दीज, जितने भी बच्चे हमारे रेमेडिएशन सेंटर में आते हैं, हम लोग वीक में 1 डे हम रखते हैं फन एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए, जिसमें हम ये वर्कशीट्स का फोटोकॉपी करवा के बच्चों को रेगुलर एज अ प्रैक्टिस वर्कशीट्स हम उनको देते रहते हैं, जिसमें हमें उनका लेवल ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट पता चलता रहता है. एंड लेवल ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट से यू कैन गिव द feedback to the parents also. I hope it is clear to everyone. If yes, please type Y in the chat box.
What are these worksheets and where do you get them?
These are given in the book itself only. I am just taking these from my book. Okay, so we are just going to do this. This is the beginning of the informal assessment tool. This is my book. You will receive this book. These worksheets are given in the book itself, and you will receive the soft copy also. Whenever required, you can take the photocopy of these worksheets and you can do in your setups. Okay, so informal assessment, we are starting with the visual area first. This is the whole tool, Uma ma'am. Okay, this is my informal assessment tool, which is given in my book. Okay, so we read about Nimitz SLT first. Now this is that was a formal assessment tool. When you do formal assessment, you have to give the conclusion also. Okay, when you are doing informal assessment, you can just say that the child is at risk of this disability, is at risk of this maybe dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, specific learning disabilities. Okay, but when you are doing the formal assessment, then you have to give the proper conclusion. When you give proper conclusion, the child is labeled. We have a lot of children who have proper assessment. So these children are always called, okay ma'am, whenever even the next teacher, the child is transferred to the next teacher, then also the previous teacher has to give the information that this child is dyslexic, has a problem in the reading, writing area, ma'am, please take care of this child. So then the child is labeled, okay, this child is dyslexic, okay, he will give to special education room for giving the exam, for taking the remedial therapies. So then that is why many times we do informal assessment also. So this tool is informal assessment tool. Okay, so we begin with the visual discrimination area. This skill involves the ability to discern differences in and classify objects, symbols and shapes. It encompasses categorization based on various attributes such as color, position, form, pattern and size. Visual discrimination enables a child to notice subtle difference between objects or pictures and to determine if items match or are similar. Okay, so ये worksheet उसी के base पे, if child is able to do the worksheet, that means child is clear with this area. These rubrics are designed. इसमें rubrics is called marking system. Okay, how we give the marks to the child. Rubrics are designed to evaluate a child's visual discrimination ability, which is crucial for their cognitive development and learning processes. Achieving a satisfactory score in level 1 necessary to progress to level 2. आप किसी भी बच्चे से ये टेस्ट करवा रहे हैं, if the child is able to clear with level 1 test, then you have to proceed to the level 2. बिकॉज जस्ट टू सी, बिकॉज यू विल ऑल्सो गेट क्यूरियस. अगर आपने क्लास 2 या 3 के बच्चे को लेवल 1 दिया और उसने क्लियर कर लिया, सो यू सी दे ओ दिस चाइल्ड हैज़ वेरी गुड IQ, दिस चाइल्ड इज एबल टू डू दिस. अभी इसको लेवल 2 का देख के देखते हैं कि वो लेवल 2 का भी करता है कि नहीं करता है. अगर लेवल 2 कर लेता है विच इज़ गुड, अगर नहीं करता है तो ठीक है, दैट इज़ ओके. Level 2 ensuring the student is adequately equipped for more advanced challenges in visual discrimination. Why we say that level 2 में बच्चे को हमें ध्यान से वर्कशीट देनी है, बिकॉज अगर क्लास छोटी है, अगर क्लास 3-4 का बच्चा है तो आपने लेवल 2 का नहीं देना है. अगर क्लास 5 का बच्चा है, 4 का बच्चा है तो आप लेवल 2 दे सकते हैं. अगर उसने लेवल 1 कर लिया है तो क्लास 5 का बच्चा है तो दे सकते हैं, क्लास 6-7 का है तो देना ही है. ओके. सर्कल द पिक्चर इन ईच ग्रुप दैट डज नॉट बिलोंग. Below are 5 group of pictures and you have to explain this also. These are instructions. Instructions आपको क्या देनी है बच्चे को वो भी इसमें given है. Below are 5 group of pictures. In each group, one picture is different from the other. Circle the picture that does not fit with the rest in each group. Each correct answer is worth 2 marks. Okay. So this is scoring criteria. This is rubrics. Okay. What is scoring criteria? Each question is worth 2 marks. Total marks for the task is 10. Scoring 60% and above is satisfactory performance level and the child can move to the level 2. Scoring below 60% needs further practice and remediation. Why we call practice here? जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि once in a week हम लोग fun day रखते हैं जिसमें हम ये worksheets practice करने के लिए भी देते हैं बच्चे को. So these worksheets can be used as practice worksheets also. So likewise, I'll show you few books here जो हम रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग डिसलेक्सिया एरिया में हम लोग देते हैं बच्चों को यूज़ करने के लिए. दिस इज कॉल्ड फिट्जरॉय. दिस इज कॉल्ड फिट्जरॉय वर्ड स्किल worksheets. I'll send you the picture in the group. So these are according to the age. So this is dyslexia and reading and writing and spelling and comprehension. 4 areas. These worksheets cover the 4 areas. जैसे हम ये worksheets देते हैं वैसे ही आप reading, writing, spelling, comprehension चारों areas के लिए आप फिट्जरॉय की worksheet use कर सकते हैं. Okay. We also use different author, different publishers, but Fitzroy is one of the very authentic and very trusted publication house where they give actually a lot of good material for children to practice. Okay, so this is the area. Okay, with what is different in this area. So सारे हमारे senses hand is different. Okay, so likewise in this area everything is for physical sitting ball is different. So this is one worksheet. So child has to pick the odd one out. So this is visual discrimination. I hope this is clear to everyone.